Hey guys, Janelle Emma here from janelleemma.com. Today I wanted to speak to you about team building and leadership. So bear with me today. I am in my car and I'm on the way to pick my girls up from care, and I just wanted to quickly do this on. Hopefully it is quick. I just wanted to get you to think about, what is it you want to be as a leader? What kind of leader do you want to be? So, you can't come into network marketing thinking that you can do this alone. You have to become that leader and become more than what you are for this to become a success for you. We can't just think that, I'll go in and try it for 2 or 3 months and see what happens. If you're in the MLM industry, this is where you need to be. You obviously need to be looking at what kind of leader you want to be and what do you want to do in that leadership role. Do you want to inspire people, or do you want to make change in their life, or do you just want to be out there showing people that you can do something different? That just look at the leader that you want to be, and then have a look at other leaders around you that you really love, and go and mimic parts of what they do, obviously in your own way, but don't go and do it, copy them. You need to mimic that in your own way and become the leader that you want to become for your team. So, we are in the business of network marketing, so we have to network and we have to work. That's the biggest part. Network marketing isn't easy. So we can't come into this and think that you're going to be a millionaire in 2 or 3 years. Some people may be, depending on their network of people, depending on their work ethic and all that sort of stuff. But you've just got to you've got to put it into your head. That mindset has to be that you may not make money straight away, and you've got to think about what type of person you are, how much you need to grow to become that leader, to become more successful in this business. We can't be out there thinking that this is an easy gig, because it's not. And when you do become a leader, when you start to get people into your business, make it easy for them. So what do you already do for your team? For people that you've signed up personally, and for people under them that they've signed up, what is it that you do that they can duplicate? So have a look at the things that you're doing in the first 24 hours. Are you sending them out some sort of a welcome email with step-by-step instructions of what they can do in their first 24 hours to get their business up and running? Or are you spending quality time with them? If they're in the same township as you or the same city as you, what is it you're doing face-to-face with them that can get them going straight away? You've got to get their motivation high. And so you can't just think that, you can sign people up and then walk away. It's not the way it works. Network marketing and home-based business is all about, leadership and leading your team down a certain direction and having a vision together to do that together. So really have a look at that. And, are you giving them like a startup pack, some sort of a pack? I know some companies, they give out their own packs that they can start up with, but you want to be there with those people to take them through that pack, and step-by-step instructions of how to do it properly and how you did it and how it duplicated down to you. So we are in the business of duplication. This is really important that we duplicate what we are doing. And if people aren't seeing that in that first 24 hours, 48 hours, that we're driving our new team member to get out there and motivate themselves, then that'll duplicate down if you're not doing it properly. So, really make sure that you're doing that correctly and that you have a step-by-step in place, whether that's an email or some sort of a welcome pack, or, some way that you're telling them instructions on what they need to do straight away within that first 24 to 48 hours in your business, and what you want them to do. It doesn't have to be exactly the way the company has told you to do it, but just as long as they're doing it in a way that is working for your team or working for other teams around you, then go and do that. Have that set up and step in place. And then you also want to be out there giving them resources. So depending on your company and the products and what it is that you promote, if your company has, a big line of products, make sure that you're giving them resources so they can learn all the information behind those products properly. Make sure they know the business story properly, and give this to them either in a pack or in an email, or this can be stuff that you give to them later on over time, but this is another step that you need to put in place to make sure that you're giving them the correct information and they're not out there trying to look for that themselves. Make sure that they have the right resources and the right information. That make sure they know the company story properly and they know the compensation plan. You know, that's something that can go down a bit further down the track if they're not really a numbers person, but make sure they have the resources for that as they go along and guide them that way to go and, you know, and show them where to find that stuff or give it to them. You know, give it to them in email, give it to them face to face, print it out for them. Try and be as helpful as you can. You don't need to baby them, but you are their leader. You know, for starting this off, you are their leader. So you want to be doing this properly and being the right leader for them. So you're not just, you know, thinking you can sign them up and walk away. You really just want to have a look at your leadership skills and learn them. If you don't know enough leadership skills yourself, go and learn them. And then, you know, duplicate that down to your team. And then, you know, our team watches us. You got to teach them and inspire them properly. Motivation is just, you know, we can motivate our team, but that's just telling them what to do. And we learn by what we see, not by what we're told. So go and show them what you're doing. You know, take them along to different things that you're doing or to presentations or calls or training calls or all that sort of stuff. You know, take them along, hold their hand and go and do it with them in that first few months. If you're just out there telling them to do this and do that and tomorrow go and do this and next week you need to be doing that's not the motivation that they need. It's not really even motivation. You've got to teach them by what you know and you've got to be out there holding their hand. It's the same with, I look at it like the same with kids. You know, you don't tell your kids, go over there and start toilet training. You've got to show them how to do it and guide them in the right direction for them to then get it and understand it and learn along the way. So, you know, it's not something that you can just be out there saying, go and do this and go and do that and get on this call and get on that webinar and be there with them. Do everything with them and do it properly and make sure they understand the actions and the steps that you're showing them. Make sure they understand it properly and that they can do it right and duplicate that as well. You know, I'm just looking at another one here. And understand everyone has different goals. Everyone has a different vision. So you really need to understand their story first, you know. Don't just sit there and tell them, oh, I'm getting a bit shaky. Don't just sit there and tell them, you know, this is how we do it. This is our step-by-step plan and everyone copies this to a T because everyone has a different journey. Everyone is inspired in a different way and everyone has different goals with what they want with their business. Some people want to run really fast. Other people want to take this slowly. We all know that network marketing can take 3 to 5 years to get, you know, good income as long as you're putting in the effort. So it's not a quick fix. It's not something you can do quickly. And you can't just sit there and tell people that it's easy or that, you know, you get in with me and I'll show you everything and you won't have to do anything yourself. That sort of mentality is the wrong mindset and you're going to bring in the wrong people by doing that. You know, I don't say that to be negative, but if you're telling everyone that this is easy and we've got this step-by-step system and that's all you have to do to be successful, and, you know, if you follow that, then that's it, you know, it's getting the wrong message out there to the people and you're going to bring in the wrong type of people. So this is why we need to show them properly. We need to guide them in the right way and get them to do what we do and duplicate that down. I think that's really important. And don't ever pitch the word easy to them because we just know that that's not true. We know that in this business that it takes a lot of effort and a lot of work. Hey, Kerry, how you going? And we just need to show other people that that's the way. We know that network marketing is a better way. We've just got to show them how to do it properly so they can have that confidence in themselves to want to keep going with it if they start to get stuck. Or we know that this is hard and it can get to us at times, and it does that for everyone. You even look at the top earners. All of them will tell you that they've had times when they've wanted to quit, and they never have. It's just changing that mindset and believing in yourself and really bringing that to the front of your brain, you know, and getting other people to do the same thing. So you can't have someone come in and within 3 months say to you, it's not working, network marketing doesn't work, I'm going to quit. You know, show them why it can work, show them different ways and guide them in different ways to know that this does take a while and it's going to take them time to, it takes even 3 months to learn the company products and the company story. let alone learn the compensation plan and then be out there prospecting or making friends or talking to people. It's not a fast fix. It's not something you can do quickly. And, you know, we can't just think of that mentality, because network marketing has never been like that. So my last bit I wanted to say to you is about having reusable resources. And I spoke about this yesterday, having content and creating content that you can keep using over and over to leverage your time. So if you've got new people coming into your team and they're asking the same questions over and over again, those new people, why not go and make a video on what they're asking? Or why not make a blog post or some sort of a resource like a PDF on all the questions that you get asked all the time? And then when you're getting new people coming in, more and more new people, you can then show them that resource, which is going to save you, say, 45 minutes or an hour of explaining it to them when you've been asked that 10 million times before. If you have that reusable resource there, you are going to save yourself hours and hours of time, and you're going to show them that they can then also use that within their team as their team grows as well. And it's a resource that's out there. You know, it could be something you've done on YouTube. It could be, like I said, a PDF or a blog or that sort of stuff. And by having those things there and those resources there, you're then showing them as a leader that you've got stuff there to help them out, and you don't need to be there in their face all the time, but you're helping them in other ways as well. Hey Gav, how you going? So that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that content. Give me a like or a share or a comment if this is valuable to you, and I will see you on the next video.